Hello rail fans, and welcome back to another video here on the Rusty Boxcar channel. Got a pretty long one here for you today. It's about a 21-minute video all told, and this is by far, without a doubt, the longest production that we've put together from a standpoint of filming. So what you're seeing here is CSX train S864-11. It's a military train that's returning equipment to Fort Campbell. It was run out of Rose Lake, Illinois, down to Fort Campbell, with KCS 4840 as the leader and ES 44AC. I managed to just arrive at the north end of Caskey Yard in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, just as the train was getting there on Sunday the 13th. And this is north of the Caskey Lane area, so about a mile north of the yard, per se. And I'm driving up and down that road. Like I said, the train happened to get there just as I did. The exciting part about this was the opportunity to see the United States Army USAX locomotives come up from Fort Campbell on Army-owned rail tracks to pick up the train at the Fort Campbell Y. So as we can see here, I'm driving down the road, but the train is actually beginning its process of backing up and backing down the Y. So I'm going to continue to drive up back towards that head end KCS power. Again, this is about 11 o'clock in the morning on the 13th. I'm once down in the Y. We will drive around to that area, and you'll be able to see some video I took of the train as it's being backed down with the conductor standing on the rear of the last car. He's going to get on and off a couple times and flip switches, which we won't see in the video. And then he will get off to be picked up by the rail crew taxi and taken back up to the head end. Once they disconnect from the head end, they're going to take a short jaunt back down to Caskey Yard, turn their train around, and then they are going to go engines light back north. Not sure if they went just to Evansville or if they made the entire trip back to Rose Lake that way. We're then going to go down into Hopkinsville and await the United States Army to come pick up this train. Really thought that they wouldn't leave it out in the open. You'll be able to see in a minute where that area is that they're going to drop it off. It's somewhat unprotected. It is an elevated track with a couple crossovers over highways down in Hopkinsville. But again, just really surprised that they would leave this out in the open for any amount of time. It's actually going to sit there until Monday. So we're going to burn about 6 hours sitting there waiting for the Army on Sunday, and they never do show up. Here we are just south of the Y, where they're backing it down onto the Fort Campbell track itself. So anyway, we're going to sit in Hopkinsville probably about 6 hours Sunday. We're going to make the drive back to the east side of Nashville, and Monday morning we're going to get up and make another run at it. And so we'll let this continue on here for just a second, and then we will pick up the action on Monday the 14th. We're going to make the drive back up to Hopkinsville. Actually, S864-11 wound up arriving at the Y before we got up there, so we missed that one. It had a UP leader. And so at this point, they're both sitting next to each other, 11 and 12, on that siding. After sitting for about 5 hours on Monday, finally, here come those two U.S. Army gensets to come get that train. So what we're going to see here is USAX 6519 and 6520. 6519 is in the lead here. 6520 is going to lead the train back down south into Fort Campbell. These two gensets were built by the National Railway Equipment Company, and their technical name is 3GS21Bs. So we're going to see them continue to the north here just a little bit. We'll pan and you can see what will become the head end of S864. And then we are going to leave this scene. We're going to go set up just south of here and catch it as it leaves this area. We're then going to watch the entire thing go by. Got a couple different camera angles of it for you. And then we're going to chase it south. We actually didn't intend to chase it south, but it went through a couple pretty slow intersections. And we caught up to it in Oak Grove, Kentucky. And I pulled in Was going to try to film it from the other side, but there was a Army truck blocking the intersection as they don't have signals on this Fort Campbell Railway, and really couldn't get a great shot, so we'll just get the locomotives and a little bit of the train. And then I was done for the day. Was driving down to Clarksville for something else. Somehow happened to get ahead of it again. And while it's not the greatest footage ever, because it's from my cell phone and it's from a little bit of a distance zoomed in, really happy with the final shot we're going to get of the train. We're going to get the whole thing going across the across an overpass back onto the post, and the bridge is painted with a welcome to Fort Campbell message. So pretty cool to see that. So I'm going to bow out now. So I'm actually going to bow out here for just a few minutes. We're going to let the train roll by, enjoy some sights and sounds as it makes this pass by us here at Hopkinsville. And I'll be back after the locomotives come through to talk a little bit more about this railway, as well as some of the help that we had over the weekend and some people that we got to meet. Alright, so that was pretty cool to see those up close like that. For those of you that aren't aware, the Fort Campbell Railway, or rail line, it's about a 40-mile piece of track. Goes from Hopkinsville down onto the base, and a lot of that 40 miles is actually trackage that's on the post itself. So it does a big loop around at least the south side of the post from what I've seen on Google Earth. Lots of storage tracks, lots of loading and unloading areas, so quite a bit of railway that they're responsible for. Whenever they have trains such as this come in, CSX will put them on the Fort Campbell Y, or the section of track for Fort Campbell, and then the Army will come up and get them. Want to be really clear, a lot of comments on Facebook and different things. This is a train of equipment coming back from training exercises out west. Has nothing to do with anything going on in the European or Asian theaters. There's no, motives or destination for this other than just simply getting the equipment back from training exercises that have been occurring and scheduled long before anything has been going on in the current state of world affairs. So don't want anybody to make any conclusions about this. Also, definitely waited until after this was back on post before I posted any information or uploaded anything about it. While there's not anything, from a true national security standpoint on here, definitely don't want to be advertising everywhere that the Army's conducting their operations as they're occurring. I do want to give a shout out to a lot of people that helped make this video possible. On Sunday, Adam Comer was out also trying to track this train down. He's a Facebook friend that I've actually not got an opportunity to meet yet in person, but he was hanging out in the area of Hopkinsville, also waiting for the Army, and actually drove down to Fort Campbell to see if the power was anywhere on the rails or coming north. And when he reported back that he didn't see anything, it kind of gave me an indication it was probably time to pack it in for Sunday. And then on Monday morning, Steve Miller, on another Facebook friend, had posted some information regarding movement of 864-12 and confirmed that 864-11 was still in place. Cooper Smith and Owen Powers were out and about trackside on Monday and gave a lot of helpful information about when those two gensets finally left the post and kind of tracked it north from the post up to Hopkinsville. And then Jim Pearson, finally got to meet Jim on Monday. He was staged at the same parking area in Hopkinsville that I was. Got some excellent live drone footage of it that he posted, and I actually shared on the Facebook page. Jim's kind of a guru when it comes to train information and definitely photography. He's got a great photography page on Facebook. You definitely want to give a look at that. And it was excellent to finally get to meet him. So pretty cool. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you do, give us a thumbs up, please. This is actually at that Oak Grove intersection that I mentioned earlier. Just catching a little bit of it come by, and then next we're going to go down to that overpass in Fort Campbell. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel. And send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.